Hello, welcome to the Score Point. Thank you very much for signing up. I'm James Lawler. What I thought I'd do, just as a thank you for signing up, is talk you through the 5 key things that I think you really need to think about when you're looking to improve the service you offer. So here they are. There's nothing to be frightened of here. It's all fairly straightforward stuff, but really worth doing. So the first one of those things is to really improve the service. You have to walk in your customer's shoes. You need to understand what it's like to be one of your customers, because you can't improve your service unless you know what your service is like. So there are 3 ways of doing this. The first thing is to do some customer surveys, get some feedback, and that's great, but the problem with it is the numbers, you get a distilled set of numbers sent back to you, and it sort of loses meaning. A better way still, heaven forbid, is that you actually go and talk to your customers. So that's great, thoroughly recommend doing that. But even there, I always find my customers are terribly polite to me and always talk about me behind my back, so you don't really get the full picture. So if you really want to know what the service is like that you offer, the best way to do it is go and try being one of your own customers, walk in your customers' shoes. And what that means really is you need to try it. You have to go and you have to try and set yourself up as a customer. You have to go through your application process. You have to try buying something. You have to try complaining about something. Because it's only when you do those things that you really understand what it feels like and how good the services you offer. And then no doubt you'll be amazed at what you find. And don't cheat. If you've got a problem, don't get somebody internally to fix the problem for you. Stick with it, and that way you'll really understand what it's like. So the second thing you need to do is the reverse of what you've started with. So put the shoe on the other foot and actually try and deliver the service you offer. So go and be one of your employees, go and work back to the floor. You'll have seen those television programs where senior executives go back to the floor and they always come back on a real mission. So it's good TV, but actually it's really worth doing. Now, I'm not saying you should put on a disguise or anything like that, but really what you should do is go and work in your reception area, go and handle some calls, answer some letters, go and sort out some complaints, go and do whatever it is that you ask your guys to do. But whilst you're doing it, really be aware of all the things that you ask them to do that get in the way of customer service. And you'll be amazed at what you find out. So the third step, and this is really simple, is now you've tried it as a customer and tried it as one of your members of staff, what you need to do now is write a list of all the stupid things you do and stop doing them. If you're not doing anything stupid, well, that's great, your service is fantastic anyway. So the approach here is, if you can, get a group of customers to join you in a room and also get some of your employees there and sit down and work with them and talk about all the things you do that get in the way of good customer service. And just write a list, simple as that. Group that list into the key themes and then work out what it is you can do to stop doing those stupid things. And you'll be amazed, because first of all, you stop doing stuff, and because you're not doing stuff, it won't be so expensive, you're not spending money unnecessarily. Secondly, because you're not doing stupid things, then of course your service can't help but get better. And finally, and this is the real eye-opener, is that your staff will think it's fantastic, they'll be so engaged and they'll want to fix more and more things for you. So there you go, the third step is just to stop doing stupid things. Now the fourth step, now you fix things, is to make sure that they stay fixed. So it's all about making things easy to get right and difficult to get wrong. Every day your staff have to do a number of really hard, complicated tasks and activities, so how can you make it easy for them? And a classic example of this is a 3-pin plug. Every day messing about with 240 volts and you don't fry your brains, it's just simple, you don't even think about it, even though it is actually life-threatening. So how can you do that? What does that mean for the service that you offer? So is it just about rationalising all the forms you've got to fill out and make it one simple form? Or is it just about making sure that people only have to get one signature rather than going around getting 5 signatures? Or is it about signposting where information is on your intranet so that your staff can get at things really quickly and really easily. But that's what it is. It's just about error proofing, idiot proofing. And it's great because you can spend a whole day thinking that everybody you work with is an idiot and it'll be perfectly legitimate. So that's the fourth thing. It's about error proofing, making things easy to get right. So the fifth and final thing you need to do is realise that there's no finish line. So if you look at companies like, I don't know, Amazon or John Lewis or Dell, companies who really do deliver what they say they're going to deliver, what they do is they fix things and then they cycle back round and they fix something else and they fix something else and they fix something else, and they're never satisfied with where they are. They're constantly pushing to make things better. And if you want to deliver a great service, that's what you need to do. Because if you're not, your competitors will, and sooner or later they'll be better than you. So it's as simple as that. It's all about continuous improvement. You just need to keep on. As Nike would say, just do it. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things that you need to do. I hope they all made sense. I hope it was interesting and useful. I guarantee that if you understand what's broken from a customer perspective, if you work the way out how you can fix that, make it so it stays fixed and then cycle back and do it again, sooner or later your service will get much, much better. Thanks very much for signing up to the Squawk Point. I hope you find the rest of the course useful. If you've got any feedback or thoughts about the content, I'd really love to hear it. Thanks again. Goodbye.